Good Monday morning. Welcome. Thank you for being with me again. The rhythms of my prayer life. Not telling you how that you should organize your prayer life. I'm simply sharing with you how I organize my prayer life. Things that I can remember easily, memorable. I don't have to consult my prayer list in order to enter God's presence, enjoy God's presence, relish that time with my God. Well, Sunday, you may recall, I hope that you will look at these videos in sequence, but if not, Sunday was for me a time of developing a heart of wonder and worship. Today is a heart of wisdom, trying to find the insights necessary for how that life can be most useful in the kingdom. This is a day that I move specifically to think about God's purpose, God's desire for my life, my own personal goals, especially thinking about the dynamics I shared this past Saturday about the three major areas that circle around God at the center. I spend time today thinking about how I'm stretching, how I'm Sabbathing, and how I'm serving. And specifically for me, given my personality, when am I resting? What is that Sabbath time for me? That time of relaxation after I've reached out and after I've invested my life. That has to do with priorities. It has to do with usefulness, how that I can, in the midst of who I am, my own personal weaknesses and tendencies, how do I advance the kingdom of God? How do I use this time? That's a heart of wisdom. I'm simply seeking God's wisdom. I love the wisdom songs as a part of my Mondays, even as I love the worship psalms as a part of my Sundays. This also has to do with using my strengths and understanding the resources God has given me. You may recall that one of those big areas that circles around God at the center has to do with stewardship, stewardship of myself, of my stuff, and of my situation. So here's a time I spend with Jan many times because we're thinking about how to invest our lives, how to invest our future. Obviously, we're not at the beginning of our life, we're toward the end of our life. So now what should we do? How do we best use the energy that God gives us? It takes more time to recuperate. We have to be a bit selective. And how do you glorify God? As you age, aging in place, but trying to still make a difference. So all of those kinds of things, our influence on others, how others influence us. But just to give a quick summary, for me, Monday is a time to enter God's presence and to simply try to tune my heart to accept, to understand, to apply the wisdom of God, developing a heart of wisdom. So that's my Monday each week. It's very much a rhythm for me. Sunday, developing a heart of wonder and worship. Monday, developing a heart of wisdom. I encourage you to develop your own rhythms of prayer, but you're welcome to use the rhythms that I'm presenting. Look forward to see you tomorrow as we think about a third rhythm of prayer, as we think about the way that we can continually enter God's presence and be prepared to reflect his glory into the world where we live. See you tomorrow. Until then, God bless.